Bonjour tout le monde. I keep hearing nickel and I thought I'd share with you my discovery. So you're going to find out what nickel actually means, some synonyms of nickel, and how to pronounce these words as they do easily trip us up, especially in the pronunciation when we're trying to say these words with our English brain on. If you know anybody who wants to know about nickel, now's the time to share. Bonjour, je suis Christine Cam, founder of Simply French Online, creator of the Real French Method, and I'm here to help you speak French and understand spoken French more easily. C'est parti, this word nickel. So, à l'honneur aujourd'hui, on the lineup is nickel, merveilleux, formidable, génial, top, agréable, and canon. How can you get to say these with a French accent too? So let's go in with what they mean and how to say them. Starting with nickel, which is often accompanied by impec, which is short for impeccable. Now, nickel is used when everything's just right, almost shipshape, and it is an old military expression. Shipshape, clean, shiny, just right and everything in order. Nickel, impec. T'as fini d'éplucher les carottes? Oh, nickel, impec. You finished peeling the carrots? Spot on. Great. So use nickel when you want to say something is just right. Nickel, tout est en ordre. How do you pronounce nickel? Well, it's not nickel, it's nickel. Pronounce everything at the end, all the weight at the end, nickel. And the I in the alphabet is I. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So N-I is ni. Nickel. Next is merveilleux. Let's look straight away because the English brain looks at that and sees merveilleux or merveilleux. It's not M-A, it's M-E. So it's mer. And the double L is a Y sound with E on the end. Don't be confused by them. It's just merveilleux. Merveilleux. Il fait un temps merveilleux aujourd'hui. It's marvellous weather today. And actually today it is. And there's my little house. It is merveilleux. I took that yesterday and the weather was amazing. But please remember it's merveilleux with a letter E. This is why it's in the lineup today, because in my conversation cafe and the people I'm teaching, for some reason the English brain kicks in and people love saying merveilleux. It's merveilleux. Formidable. Now, English pronunciation says able, so you want to say formidable with the intonations pivoting over the letter I, but the French like the intonation or the weight of the sound on the end, so it's formidable. Bleu. Almost bleu, formidable. C'est une femme formidable. She's an extraordinary lady. You know this lady, perhaps. It's a positive adjective to say formidable. Somebody is remarquable. Somebody is extraordinaire. But be careful, it can be used in the sense of negative. If you say, oh, she's a formidable woman, then she generates a little bit of fear. Qui fait un peu peur. So, depending on the situation and the tone in which you use this, you could be saying one or the other. It's always easy to detect when someone's being positive or negative. C'est une femme formidable. Oh, c'est une femme formidable, ça. So you can tell by the tone of the voice as well. Génial. Génial. I often hear this pronounced as génial, because you see the E and the Al. Bring it together like a Y sound, génial. Merci de ce cadeau. T'es très génial. T'es génial. Note, don't say super génial unless you want to sound mega young. Exactly that. I've heard super génial, but only amongst younger people at the moment. Top of the list, maybe, for some people. Il est top ce chirurgien. Ah, top. Both those expressions are very, very common. Top or top. It's about expressing being the best or brilliant at something, or something is just absolutely great. Il est top ce chirurgien. It's really hard to say. chirurgien. Ah, top. He's the bestest surgeon. Un des meilleurs. Excellent. So throw in a few synonyms and you get the meaning. So there you go. There's a fantastic way of saying something's just really cool, really good, amazing, excellent, all in the same vein. And next we have agréable. Not easy to say with the throat. Agréable. Again, we have able. We have the A in front, so éable. Agréable. Tous mes voisins sont agréables. All my neighbours are great in the sense of friendly and nice and welcoming. They're just right. Agréable. In the literal sense, it's agreeable. But it kind of doesn't match that. They're agreeable to what? Do they agree with what I'm doing or whatever? Agréable means they're nice, they're pleasant, they're friendly and welcoming. Again, this is a concept. So translate the idea. Tous mes voisins sont agréables. Just note the pronunciation there. And penultimately, schwet. Chouette, on a gagné. Aha, on a gagné. Great, we won. Cool. Often used with younger people, also used with older people because it's like a really old term. Yes, it does mean owl, which always made me laugh because we learnt this like half a century ago. And I still hear people saying it round here all the time. Oh, chouette. It's a common expression. It's not outdated round here. So notice it's named after a bird. So I've got a little picture of a bird and they won. They've got the trophy. Chouette. Visual learners, have a look at that one. Canon. Couldn't resist putting this one in. Nickel is great, fantastic. Everything is just right. So overlay that on someone who's really fit physically, they're good looking, and you want to say they are, really good. They scrub up well, they look good, you like the look of them, they're hot. And in this one, slightly deviated from nickel, but hey, here it is, canon. Il est canon. Regarde qu'il est canon, ce type-là. Look how fit that guy is. Okay, do you recognize this man? Like the lady before, do you recognize her? I'll leave it with you to answer me in the conversation. So this is fit in the sense of great, sexy, good looking, scrubs up well, attractive. So basically, if you want to practice these words, I have Conversation Cafe and we practice live every single week. It's not a random conversation. You have packs to help you prepare something to say, but when you dive into the conversations, they're structured, but they're also leading you to say anything from there. So they're springboards for you to have great conversations, but you have native speakers in there to help you with idiomatic expressions, pronunciation, vocabulary you wouldn't think about, cultural things, cultural events happening. And I'm there as your teacher to help you learn grammatically or correct you when you're not being right, and to correct you when you want to progress with your grammatical French and need a more in-depth explanation in English. Et voilà, merci tout le monde, à la prochaine.